Hi there, this is Mark from Vintage Bookshop in Colorado Springs, and I have a couple special books to show you today. They are from the series Mathematics for Self-Study, and the two books are Calculus for the Practical Man and Geometry for the Practical Man. They're part of a series written by J.E. Thompson and published by the Van Nostrand, D. Van Nostrand Company in the they were written originally in the early 30s and then reprinted multiple times, and this is the second edition, which I think is 1946. But one of the and we'll look at these here real close more closely in just a second, but one of the reasons that these books are so well known is that Richard Feynman used these for his some of his self-study when he was just a teenager, and so he helped. They were already popular when he discovered them, but he's kind of once in a while I get orders for these. I find these once in a while, and they are very hard to find, but it kind of goes through waves, I think, as people uncover Feynman lectures or Feynman material, and they get interested in some of these books. So I wanted to show you some of these some of the information I've uncovered. So it's interesting. I found an ad that from 1941 in Popular Science magazine. This is during World War I, and it advertised these a series of 5 books for self-learning for people to take defense jobs, and these were primarily sold by mail order, I think, and Popular Science back then had a very large circulation, and so that probably accounts for why we have so many of these still hanging around. And plus, they are very useful. Most of the ones I find are have been used and have been read, and most of them are like these are missing the dust jackets. You can see the let's see if I can show you the dust jacket here. Yeah, here's what they look like with the dust jackets. This is again the second edition. They also there's a third edition I know out there as well that was printed in 1962 or so. So the first edition was 1931, and second edition 1946, and third edition 1962. These are the second edition, and these are probably the most common. The first editions are less common, but really interesting series. So let's take a look at some of these here. Just a minute here.
Thanks, Mark, for. As you mentioned, the Mathematics for Self-Study series by J.E. Thompson, published by D. Van Nostrand Company, has a rich history dating back to the early 20th century. The series was designed to make mathematics accessible to those learning on their own, and it's fascinating to hear about their role during World War II for defense job preparation. The connection with Richard Feynman adds a layer of prestige, highlighting the book's quality and their impact on learners. The well-worn condition of many copies you find shows just how valued and utilized these books have been over the years. Let's dive in and explore what makes these books stand out.
Yeah, so I have the Calculus for Practical Man book here that I'm showing. That this one does have a little bit of tear on the inside page, but otherwise the pages are clean. But this one is, you can see, 1946.
It's great to see a copy from 1946. The fact that the pages are clean is a testament to the quality of the printing and paper used. Calculus for the Practical Man was designed to provide a clear and practical introduction to calculus, making it accessible for self-learners. This book covers fundamental concepts in a straightforward manner, with practical applications that have likely benefited many readers over the decades. Do you want to highlight any specific sections or features of this book?
Yeah, I think one of the features of these books are that they have a lot. Number one, they were written for self-study. So if you just want to pick this book up and not even have to take a class, you can get a good idea of the fundamental ideas, fundamental concepts of each of these subjects: geometry, algebra, calculus, trigonometry, and they have extensive problems and a different way of presenting the material than you might find in a classroom book today in a normal high school or college.
Absolutely, Mark. The design of these books for independent learning really sets them apart. They break down complex topics into manageable sections, making it easier for readers to grasp fundamental concepts on their own. The extensive problems and exercises provide ample practice, allowing learners to apply what they've learned and deepen their understanding. Plus, the unique presentation style offers a refreshing alternative to traditional classroom textbooks, making these books a valuable resource for anyone looking to explore mathematics independently. It's no wonder these books have stood the test of time.
Yeah, also each of these books have answers to the exercises and problems in the back. So they don't just throw out problems for you. They have quite a few problems for you to solve, and they get progressively more difficult, and the answers are just in the back. So that's a really great feature of a self-learning book as well.
That's a fantastic feature indeed. Having the answers available allows learners to check their work and understand any mistakes they might make. It provides immediate feedback, which is crucial for self-study. The progressive difficulty of the problems helps build confidence and ensures a deep understanding of each concept before moving on to more challenging material. It's clear that these books were thoughtfully crafted to support learners at every step of their mathematical journey.
Yeah, we're looking at the geometry one now. Again, this is a second edition, 1946, and it includes a foreword by J.E. Thompson. And so the contents are Introduction to Geometry,
Geometry.
origin and development of geometry, some preliminary ideas and methods of geometry.
It sounds like the book covers a broad range of topics, starting from the very basics and building up. It's great to see a historical perspective on geometry, as understanding its development can give learners a deeper appreciation for the subject. What else does the book delve into?
Yeah, I'm not a mathematician, or so
No worries.
so I can't really describe exactly all the things that's doing or that it's describing, but it is a really interesting way that he presents the material.
Absolutely. And that's part of the charm of these books. They were written to be accessible to everyone, regardless of their mathematical background. The approachable style and clear explanations are what make them so valuable, especially for self-learners. Even if some of the concepts are challenging, the way they're presented helps demystify the subject. It's all about making math feel less intimidating. Is there anything specific about the presentation that stands out to you?
No, it's much more dense than in textbooks of today. So much more. You would have to be pretty focused on just going through this page by page and learning the concepts. I think it's probably great for self-study. Again, it does have the answers to exercises and problems in the back.
That's a good point. The density of the material reflects the depth of content covered in these books. It requires a focused, step-by-step approach, which is ideal for dedicated self-learners. This style encourages a deeper engagement with the material, allowing learners to build a solid foundation of understanding. And having the answers in the back is a great way to confirm your progress and understanding as you go along. It really exemplifies the commitment to self-study. Anything else about this book or the series you'd like to highlight?
No, I think that's it. I find it really interesting, and I started coming across these, and people would just buy them up almost immediately when I list them. So I thought it'd be, I've kind of looked into these in the past and wanted to share some of this info. Thank you very much, ChatGPT.
It's been a pleasure, Mark. These books are indeed fascinating, and I'm sure your audience will appreciate learning about them. Thanks for sharing your insights, and I look forward to the next time we get to chat about more interesting finds. Happy recording!
Thank you.